Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good morning. It is 7:54. It is time for me to get to work, but I'm going to do this podcast because I'm committed to doing the podcast for you every Tuesday morning, but it's going to be quick. Yes, that's right. The laundry is gone behind me for the first time in who knows how long. We've successfully conquered our basement. Nevertheless, I don't have time to talk about that. We don't have time to talk about anything. We're going straight to the bottom 10. I haven't even done this yet. We're going to go down here. I don't even have them highlighted. Hey, here's the deal, okay? Nasty Nutria, My Balls Eckerts, The Nuts, Not You See Me Now You Don't, Nab Tab Nights, Unsportsmanlike Begging, Pork and Beans, Red Rocket, and Sith Happens. Welcome to the league, Colin St. Germain. But, as we all know, those guys are all in the bottom 10. But, for this, fifth straight week, Rocky Keeling still could not get his first victory. He had a chance to upset the world as the number 1 team. Took on the number 100 team, and Rocky Keeling still could not concoct the winning formula as the Mad Scientist joined Sith Happens as the only team to not get a win yet. Now, in fairness, Sith Happens inherited a team. Colin St. Germain 0-1. His team 0-6, however, he's inherited the 0-5, whatever team it was abandoned. So that's how that works. Rocky Keeling still, unfortunately,
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Not even much of an effort. Really didn't put up a fight against Manny Flores, former number 1, maybe still number 1. Let's find out right now as we can. We don't have a lot of time. We're going to blaze through this, but I got a girl opening for me, so it's not a big deal. Some big fallers here. Football is Life falls from 17 to 35. Stinky Fingers from 16 to 32. Better Bring Your A Game falls from 14 to 29. And top 20. Tripping on Fofos. Do I have that? I don't think I do. I should, but I don't. Damn, I got to get that for next time. Jordan Tripp, if he wins again, we will get the Mike Jones / Slim Thug Tripping on Fofos clip. The Double G spot loses and falls to number 6 and number 19. Patriot Thunder. St. Germain's losing both of them here. Both James and Colin both lose here. Number 3 to number 18. Vic in a box up from unranked to number 17. Sewer Bombs, one of the Kissel twins, from unranked to 16. Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs goes 4-0 in conference and moves up to number 15. Mullen Incorporated wins and moves to number 19 and number 14. Kakambas, don't look now. This guy scores a lot of points. Jeremy Orr up from number 20 to number 13. Concussion Protocol, this guy with the, I think he's one of the guys, yes he is. One of the guys with a tie from 18 to number 12. Golfing with Laporta loses and falls from number 2 to number 11. And we get the top 10. John Zemer up from number 15 to number 10. Turn Your Head in Golf. Former number 1. Zach Van Sickle. 3-game win streak up from number 12 to number 9. Chop It Off. It'll make you stunning and brave. Twilight Zone reality, folks. One of the Provosts up from number 13 to number 8. Do You Even Swift, Bro? Eric / Ben Hester, I don't remember which one's which, but he's one of the Hester brothers / father-son. And Cheechki, someone in the Miller clan is winning, and it's you are the only one. Golf and Balls, last year's champ, wins again. Goes to number 7, number 5. Hitting Rugs, the Mason Bradley train continues, stays perfectly dormant at number 4. The Black Hole. Mason's father, Rob Bradley, finally... He's having a great year so far. He's had a lot of struggles the last couple of years, but he's up for number 5, number 3. The Bleeding Blue Bombers. The other Provost, Pat, Provost style, up from number 8 to number 2, goes 5-1 on a 5-game win streak. And then, the new number 1 team in the nation is, the Pylon Pounders. I couldn't find a Shania Twain. You're still the one clip in time. I have to get this podcast done, but you're still the one. You're still the one I run to. You're still the one I belong to. Whatever the fuck the lyrics are. Nobody cares. Shania Twain singing to Manny Flores on our lovely graphic there. ChatGPT sucks my nutsack. Couldn't do what I wanted to. The reason I'm so late is because I tried forever to get it to combine these two graphics. Goes against our policy. What policy is that? I'm not making weird Manny Shania porn. I'm just saying, hey, can we combine these two and make them look like a music video? Goes against standard policies. Is Shania Twain's face that recognizable where it's like, we cannot doctor Shania Twain? What year is this? Or maybe it's Manny Flores. Maybe he's got some kind of NIL deal, or if I'm not paying for it, I can't do the graphic. I don't know. You tell me. But nevertheless, Pylon Pounders, still the one the league turns to. The only undefeated team left in the nation is, in fact, the Pylon Pounders. who I beat in the playoffs last year, by the way, and hopefully will again. But I don't know if I'll even make the playoffs because my team's not in this top 20, obviously. Here we go. Randomizers. Who sucked this week? Well, luckily, we gave up. We got rid of a lot of teams last week, as you know. We have 3 new owners. Thad Glowicki. Sounds like a fake name, but I don't think it is. Colin St. Germain and Tyler something. I forget their names, but welcome to the league, whoever you are. I'll get your name here, but yeah, long time. So this week, we had 2 new people on the randomizers who suck. We have Low Hanging Fruit and Team Bill Collins, unable to submit a lineup, unable to change his team name still. So,
Chop, mate.
Yeah, I know, I got to hurry it up along here. So, nevertheless, we're going straight to the halfway there point. If I'm in a hurry, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to because, well, I want to. Where do I go? Let's go league, all reports. We're going to see, we're halfway through the league. Halfway through the year. That is not what I wanted. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Okay, so halfway through the year, we're going to be quick. Who's been started the most? Quarterbacks, Justin Fields. 42 teams, not even half the league yet. Followed by Patrick Mahomes. God, what a bitch. God, I can't stand that man. Fucking flexing on my man Brian Branch. Oh, man. I'm not condoning violence, but Juju Smith deserved to get punched in the face. Nevertheless, Josh Allen, 35, and then Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts. This is like the all-homosexual... this is the all-questionable sexual team, aside from Josh Allen, my man. But Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, and Jalen Hurts. Oh, my God. They're a bunch of vaginas. I'm sorry. Oh, and then Kyler Murray. He's vertically challenged. That's all that matters. That's it for your top starters for the quarterbacks. Let's look at the running backs. Josh Jacobs, 62 people have started him. 59 have started James Cook. 54, Jonathan Taylor. 51, Christian McCaffrey. And Javonte Williams. 50% of the teams have started him. So those guys have been started. So if you haven't started these guys, you're behind the curve. Or maybe you're just smart and waiting. Although some of these guys, wouldn't call you smart for waiting. George Pickens, 61 people have started him. 58 for Garrett Wilson. 57, Puka Nacua. If you didn't start him, you missed out because he's probably done for a while. Tight ends, nobody really cares, but we're going to look anyway. Jake Ferguson, Trey McBride, 51% of the league has started them. Next is 40, Sam Laporta. Help me, not much this week. Henry Hunter, 43. And that's all that matters. Kickers, nobody really cares about these guys. I bet you Cam Dicker, the kicker, beat my ass. Been started. Oh, there he is, number 50. 50% of the people have started Cam Dicker. But the number 1 team player started here, Matt Prater. 53 people have started him. And 46 over Jake Bates. And Chase McLaughlin, 37. But Chase McLaughlin, second highest scoring kicker, and only 37 people started him. So here's a fact. Chase McLaughlin currently is the highest scoring kicker per average, 11.892 points. Actually, that's not true because Eddie Pinheiro is averaging 16, but he's only been started by 3 people, so nobody cares. And then defense, here we go. Let's see who's starting the defenses here. 59 people have started the Broncos. 62 have started the Packers. 49 have started the Minnesota Vikings for some reason. And 48 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's that. Now, oh my goodness, I just realized I don't have my fastest minute music ready to go, so we're going to get that going here real quick. La 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 la. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's going to be a beautiful day out there today. And here we go. We're going to start the fastest minutes, hopefully right now. Here we go! What is the muscle game of the week? Our slow internet won't let us know, but we're going to get going here as eventually. I have a new computer. This freaking... There we go! The Super Cyclones! Marcus Towns! This is way all the way up to a victory. 82.76, 81.88 over former champion and current was leading the conference. Eric Minturn falls to 4-2. Super Cyclones, 3-3. What a debacle we had to deal for you yesterday. You weren't even there, but we'll find out about it. Ducky on Quack, Another coworker of mine, 104.67 over Superstars, Thad Glowicki, that is his real name. Vic in a Box continues to win, beats up on Parker Dalton, 106-59, led behind that fucking Kermit the Frog looking whatever. Hernandez Hitman drops 100, goes to 4-2 over the Red Rockets, another new owner. This is Tanner Vollmer. His name wasn't Tyler. It was Tanner Vollmer. Wonderfully related to Melinda Vollmer. We'll see. Let me know in the comments below. Nobody comments on these things. Mullen Incorporated puts up 57 points and wins over FarmersOnly.com. I swear, virtually any person in a pair of overalls and a pitchfork could have gone out and scored 36 points. FarmersOnly.com. What a disaster. You allowed someone to win in a critical game, too, by the way, because now Mullen Incorporated, 4-2, has tiebreaker over, who falls at 3-3. FarmersOnly.com should be ashamed of himself. You should be, and
You make me sick.
you do make me sick. Number 2, Bleeding Blue Bombers started Kermit the Frog here. Patrick Mahomes led them to 172.29 points over Nantab Knights. The Dark Knight can't win. Whatever. Kermit the Frog, I can't stand this guy. I do love Batman. However, the Nantab Knights couldn't quite get it done. 79 points, not enough to beat the Bleeding Blue Bombers. Moose Knuckles, Keith Dowdy didn't get randomized finally, and of course he beats me. Nothing to see here. Tallywhackers back in the winning column. They're 3-3, beating True Blue Record, Roger Brewer, who falls at 3-3. Patriot Thunder, James St. Germain loses to Not All Over Your Face, Cody Provost. Big week for the Provost family, 81-62. Patriot Thunder falls all the way down to number 18 from number 3. Youch. The Wyans, the lovable Gary King, couldn't beat the Donkey Punchers, who finally gets a win, 2-4. The Wyans falls to 3-3. Golfing with Laporta, leading the conference. We'll talk about that in a second. Behind Bryce Young, his hair is about as tall as he is, over Brady's balls. Oh no, loses to Brady's balls. I'm sorry. Golfing with Laporta falls to 5-1. Thank God. Brady's balls 61-59, led behind Bryce Young. I'm reading this backwards. I've been up since 4 a.m. Hey, look at this. The $75 million man in a meaningless game for him, potentially. Craig Monahan defeats Squadrels, who is winning his division, now falls to 3-3. A complete and utter failure by Squadrels. Disgusting. Team Bill Collins got randomized. Surprising nobody. Puts up 39 points as Dustin Hanson. Don't look now. The Steel City Sackers, 4-2. Looking to replicate the actual Steelers' success. Death by 1,000 punts in the Battle of the Ladies here. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. And Aaron Minturn was feeling all right. 80.52 over Stephanie Bradley, who continues to struggle. One of the only Bradleys struggling. Besides Milton Bradley. They're not struggling anymore because they sold to Hasbro and Monopoly's back in McDonald's, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I mentioned that. But Stephanie Bradley, not great. She falls to 2-4. Aaron Minturn, 3-3. Low-hanging fruit got randomized. Eric Hester, you are useless. I love you, but you can't get randomized. First time. Scott Mukovitz goes to 4-2. That was a big game. Now Mukovitz's going to have the tiebreaker over you. Congratulations. The Lewis Diana football team wins 2 in a row and then loses to You're in Trouble, fresh off being randomized. Hey, Kyle Stoker, guess what? You submit a lineup, you win. This is a massive game between 2 former champions, and Lewis Diana just simply couldn't perform. There's a prescription for that, I'm pretty sure. Nevertheless, speaking of performing, Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs beats up on David Dalton. David Dalton's a disgrace to this league. Can't even put up more than 40.01 points. That .01 is just a bunch of liberal nonsense padding the stats for you, so I don't have to make fun of you too much. But guess what? You are worthless. You got doubled up by a woman. Insane. Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs. Big win. They moved to 4-0 in conference. We'll talk about them in a minute. Led behind Josh Jacobs, 22 points. Whispering Eyes could not even come close to beating Joe Buck yourself. Jordan Craig crushes him. Jason Taylor weeping from that Whispering Eyes. That's called a yeast infection. Get it out of here, because that's what your game is. Yeasty. Damar Hamlin's booster shot gets his little subscription, gets a little pump. Hey, guess what? I need a new jab. That's what you need to get some wins in this league, apparently. Maybe you should get another one. Beating up on Tom Farmer. Football is life. They who falls to 4-2. Meanwhile, Damar Hamlin's boost shot goes to 2-4. Nobody gives a shit. But guess what? You need to win that game to make sure Tom Farmer didn't get in a better position. So congratulations to you. Golf and Balls moves up to number 5. This is the defending champion. Over Play with Mike Ditka, who's having a useless year. 2-4. Battle of superpowers here. Mike Ditka, not a great game. That's all I got to say. Not your year, buddy. But still a great owner. Still putting in the work. Unlike his wife, who bailed on the league, who's a former champ. Nobody cares. Golf and Balls. Chris Russell, don't look now. 5-1, defending champ, up to number 5. The Clockwork Elves. Holy shit. They won. It didn't look like they were going to win, but Digger Phelps is useless. 3-3, Andy Plum. He was great. He was ranked earlier in the year, and now he falls to 3-3. The Clockwork Elves, a 2-game win streak, I think. I don't know. Fly Eagles Fly puts up 111 and puts, hey, welcome to the league, Colin St. Germain. Unfortunately, put up 89 points and lost, but this is why this is the Michigan Ultimate Survivor League, not the, hey, everybody gets a chance to win league, because you put up 89 points and still lose to Fly Eagles Fly. Too bad the real Eagles couldn't even beat the Giants. Ouch. I told you they were frauds last year. I ate my words a little bit because they did win the Super Bowl. But nevertheless, the team's garbage. No, the team's not garbage. Nick Sirianni is garbage. How the hell do you run the ball Saquon Barkley 6 times? And by the way, why is Saquon Barkley jumping over the Lions in the stupid Nike commercial? That did not happen. F Nike and their slavery. Nevertheless, nobody cares about this game. Maybe they do now, because Craig Kissel, Sewer Bombs, moves up to 4-2 over Rocky Keeling. 99% luck, 1% heart. I think I said Rocky Keeling was owner of the other team. Justin Redding is Mad Scientist. I'm sorry. I get him confused. Shouldn't, because one wins, one doesn't. Although he didn't win this week. Tripping on Faux Foes puts up a hundo over Stinky Fingers. They're starting to stink. 4-2. Not ranked anymore. Golden Kroger, we're going to be at the Monday night game. Message me if you're going to be there. We can meet up for some beverages, perhaps, although I'll have both of my sons and a random other kid with me. Nevertheless, Do You Even Swift Bro, 65-45 over Michael Carl. Still haven't got his Google situation figured out. He can't figure out his lineup situation either, as he falls to 2-4. Do You Even Swift Bro, the other Hester, moves to 5-1. Congratulations, Ben. The Tush Pushers, over the nuts. Alex Erickson, he sucks at recruiting people to this league because both of the people he recruited have lost their teams, but he's not much better at the actual game. 2-4, but he beats up on the nuts. That's Jamie Phelps, who falls to 1-5. Maybe you shouldn't have 50 fantasy teams, but as long as one of them is this league, I don't care. John Zemer continues to win. Nibble on my games, cough on my golf over. Now you see me, now you don't. Ryan Frazier falls to 1-5. What the hell is the world coming to? Frazier, a all-star owner, no doubt. Jeremy Orr over BVC, 105 to 70.32. Brad Van Camp, 2-4. Yikes. Greg Munger goes to 4-2 over Ben Miller's 3-3. Sag nasty notch above top notches. He was in the top 20 early. Now he's 3-3 and totally mediocre. Hanging with Mr. Hernandez cannot beat up on the Suicide Squad. Hanging with Mr. Hernandez, Chris Melclory falls to 1-4-1, while as J-Mac goes to 4-2. Good job. Concussion Protocol, OJ El Dorado, 4-1-1 over Love Story Jordan's version, who falls to 3-3. Another mediocre season for Bonnie Monahan. Crazy. I'm pretty sure we already heard this song, but we're playing it again. Prime time! Brian Minor goes to 4-2, beating up on Your Mother Likes My Defense, who falls to 2-4. Alan Harvey had that one wondrous year, and after that, meh. He's not great, but we love him. Cheechki goes to 5-1 over the Kaminsky method. Swine Flu, who was a all-star owner last year. His team went to the playoffs first year. Finding that the sophomore jinx is a real thing, he falls to 2-4. Speaking of fallen, Hawk Tua, Ronnie Tripp. I get the two names confused here. I thought this was the girl. Ronnie Tripp, new owner, maybe related to Jordan, maybe related to Dion, we don't know. Loses to Nasty Nutra, who gets her first win of the season. Yeah. Maybe? Can't even hear that, but that's Kirk Cousins saying you like that. Jack Goff in the end zone puts up 90, Larry Weinberg, and then falls to my ball, Zach Ertz. Let's go. Another first-time win. Don Knapp gets in the winning column for the first time this year. Drops 108, and Larry Weinberg loses with 90 points. That's rough. Double C's narrowly escapes 2 girlies, 1 cup, 56 to 55. as Austin O'Neill falls to 2-4, although he did bring a referral, I think. 2 Austins, I get him confused. The double G spot puts up 69, loses to Rob Aiken, who moves to 3-3. Double G spot falls to 4-2. Then we got Chop It Off, 101 over Pork and Bean, 72.93. Dom Mulkey still can't get it right. He's not having the greatest year, but he's back. That's all we care about. Ghetto Heisman, he almost makes the rankings. Gets 100 points to 70.02 as the Apache Chiefs fall. And we're not used to saying that, but we're not used to saying that. That is for sure. What do they fall to? 3-3? 3-3, the Apache Chiefs and Bonnie Monahan. Both 3-3, crazy. I'm on 1. Josh Harris, 3-3. Better bring your A game. Rob Jazerski, who falls to 4-2. Still very much alive in that conference, I think. K-Dog Millionaire started off great. I think he's lost 3 in a row. Kyler Easterling loses to Mason Bradley, 65-54. Password is Taco over to Crush. Dom Valenti, don't look now. He's 3-3. DeCrush falls to 2-4, the other Kissel. New Orleans Rock Chucks wasn't randomized this week, and he beats Freddie versus Jason, who might as well been, who put up 41. 2-4 for Jeff, 2-4 for New Orleans. Unsportsmanlike Begging could not beat up Local Kiss, getting 1/3 or 2/3 of their points. Maddie Bradley, close to being ranked, but not quite. The Monstars, the Nashville Stars, falls to Will's Wrangler. Ryan Knight goes to 4-2. Monstars fall to 3-3. The Mad Scientist, number 100 team in the nation, loses to number 1 team in the nation, 93-59, as Manny Flores continues his dominance. Cuckoo Ain't You, Maze Hembalaya goes to 2-4, beating up Steve Garrity, 2-4. Cuckoo Ain't You, Tyler Robinson, I should say. This is a close game. Sticks it in. Derek Gregory, 64-69 over Knuckles in for the win. Ricky Gervais, actually Gennari, falls to 2-4. The Black Hole puts up 71 over Show Me Them TDs, led behind Josh Jacobs. Suck It, the other Trudell, Bracy, loses to Turn Your Head and Golf, again 76-62. Zach Van Sickle moves to 5-1, and those are your fastest minutes. There we go. We're going to do a quick look at the conference look. I am going to be so late for work. This is the sacrifice I put in, or rather my girl Sarah puts in because she's opening, and I don't have to be there right at time. Anyway, the Jeff Lebowski Conference, we have Bleeding Blue Bombers 5-1, 3 teams 4-2, 3 teams 3-3, all still very much alive. The Kirk Lazarus Conference, we have the Golf and Laporte 5-1, then 2 4-2 teams, and a bunch of 3-3 teams. This is anyone's game still. I don't care what anyone says. Even the Donkey Punchers 2-4. We're only halfway through the season. Anything can happen there. This one here is even more log jammed. But there's no ranked teams here, by the way. Muckers and Steel City Sackers lead the conference. 3 3-3s, and then 5 for 2-4 teams. Jess Piccoli. Golf and Balls has a slight edge over Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs, and then Football is Life, and then there's a bunch of 3-3 teams. This is good. Do You Even Swift Bro number 7 has a 5-1. Sewer Bombs, Tripping on Fofo is 4-2. Sticking Fingers 4-2. Couple 3-3 teams, and then of course Sith Happens down there at the bottom. This here we have Nibble on McGibbs, Coffin McGoff, Brody Bruce. Concussion Protocol and Kakambas very much alive, and Suicide Squad and Coming From Behind all. There are 5 teams there, all within 1 game of each other, / half a game. Rod Kimball, we have Cheat Ski with 5-1, 2 4-2s, 2 3-3s, then a bunch of other guys. With the Napoleon Dynamite Conference, we have 1 5-1, and then 4 4-2 teams, all the way down to double C's. Tommy Callahan, 1 5-1, 2 4-2, and then 3 3-3 teams. And then finally, Lloyd Christmas, we have the Pylon Pounders 6-0, the Black Hole, and Turn Your Head and Golf 5-1. This is a 3-horse race. A lot can happen still. We're only halfway through the year. But right now, there's a huge drop between Turn Your Head and Golf and Sticks It In Ya, to the tune of 2 games. So that's that. We're going to look at our Week 7 preview. We're going to get this out of here. We're going to turn on get our Sunday night horns ready to see what the game of the week is. We don't know what it's going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be some good games this week. A lot of ranked teams close. Here we go. Week 7. All right, we're going to start off with Vic in the Box taking on Hernandez Hitman. That is a 4-2 versus a 4-2. Huge game there, even though one of them is not ranked. Bleeding Blue Bombers versus Mullen Incorporated. That is, we're going to say that is, there are 2 games that I've already cheated a little bit here. So we're going to say that this is your game of the week. We do have another one we're going to talk about, but this is it. The Bleeding Blue Bombers. Pat Provost Sr., 5-1, taking on Mullen Incorporated, 4-2. Number 2 versus number 14. This is a massive game, folks. And, yeah, everything's on the line there. Mullen Incorporated loses. He'll be down a game plus the tiebreaker. Mullen Incorporated wins. He'll be tied, but will have the tiebreaker. That is a massive game there. Going down here, Moose Knuckles, who is 4-2, taking on Patriot Thunder, also 4-2. Good game there. DeWyans, the lovable Gary King, going up against Goffin Laporta, 5-1. DeWyans, you need to win this game. Goffin Laporta is going to run away with this conference. You got to win. And then we have the backup game of the week, we're calling it, because it's almost as important. The backup game of the week. Number 15, Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs, going in to take on number 5, Goffin Balls, the defending champion. This is a 4-2 team versus a 5-1 team. Massive game, just as important as the game of the week. This is the backup game of the week. Big game there. Then we have another one. Fly Eagles Fly. Okay, they're 3-3. Doesn't look that impressive, but they're playing a 5-1 Ben Hester. That's a big game. This is huge. 16 versus 20. This is going to be massive tiebreaker implications. Craig Kissel takes on Jordan Tripp. We go down a little bit. Nibble on my golf. Talk about whatever. Taking on coming from behind. This is Greg Munger versus John Zemer. This is massive, and they're both 4-2. Oh, no, wait. Zemer's 5-1. Sorry. Huge game. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge.
That would be an amazing thing if that happened.
If coming from behind can win, yes, indeed. Another big game here. Jordan Story Love version. Blah blah blah. I have a mental breakdown every time I say that team versus Kakambas. 3-3 versus 4-2. Bonnie Monahan's season could be on the line right here. Concussion Protocol taking on former number 1 Suicide Squad. 4-2 Justin McClinchy taking on 4-1 OJ Eldorado. That is a big game. Moving down here, 8 versus 19. Pat Provost Senior / Junior / whoever the hell you are, taking on the Double G spot. That's right. The Double G spot. I got nothing. I was just play this for fun.
All night long. All night long. All night.
That's where the Double G spot hopes to hit all night long. Hopes to hit that spot. Chop it off. You can't chop it off and hit the Double G spot. Nevertheless, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But that is a big game right there. The Double G spot has a chance to really reset the conference there. Hitting Rugs taking on New Orleans Rock Chucks. I mean, they're 2-4. Whatever. Oh, the Manny Flores Victory Tour continues as number 1 Pylon Pounders goes in to place the 2-4 Ricky Gennari. And then another big game. Turn Your Head in Golf taking on Cuckoo Ain't You, Tyler Robinson. Not that big of a game, honestly. But Suck It. Bracy Trail 2-4 going up against the Black Hole. Rob Bradley. There you have it. It's 8:22. I haven't even showered yet. It's amazing. We'll talk to you next week. Get your lineups in. Don't be a chump. We'll talk to you. See you. Bye.